Hello! With the holidays, this is getting to be difficult. Okay, we were on 44. And today, I'm just gonna read as far as I can read. Okay. 44. For the leader of the Korahites, Amaskil. Oh wait, no, I already did 44. What am I doing? 45. For the leader on Shoshanim of the Korahites, Amaskil, a love song. My heart is astir with gracious words. I speak my poem to a king. My tongue is the pen of an expert scribe. You are fairer than all men. Your speech is endowed with grace. Rightly has God given you an eternal blessing. Gird your sword upon your thigh, O hero, in your splendor and glory. In your glory win success. Ride on in the cause of truth and meekness and right. And let your right hand lead you to awesome deeds. Your arrows sharpened pierce the breast of the king's enemies. People fall at your feet. Your divine throne is everlasting. Your royal scepter is a scepter of equity. You love righteousness and hate wickedness. Rightly has God, your God, chosen to anoint you with oil of gladness over all your peers. All your robes are fragrant with myrrh and aloes and cassia. From ivoried palaces, lutes entertain you. Royal princesses are your favorites. The consort stands at your right hand, decked in gold of Ophir. Take heed, lass, and note, incline your ear, forget your people and your father's house, and let the king be aroused by your beauty. Since he is your lord, bow to him, O Tyrian lass. The wealthiest people will court your favor with gifts, goods of all sorts. The royal princess, her dress embroidered with golden mountings, is led inside to the king. Maidens in her train, her companions are presented to you. They are led in joy and gladness. They enter the palace of the king. Your sons will succeed your ancestors. You will appoint them princes throughout the land. I commemorate your fame for all generations, so people will praise you forever and ever. 46. For the leader of the Korahites, on Alamoth a psalm. God is our refuge and stronghold, a help in trouble very near. Therefore we are not afraid, though the earth reels, though mountains topple into sea, its waters rage and foam. In its swell mountains quake. There is a river whose streams gladden God's city, the holy dwelling place of the Most High. God is in its midst. It will not be toppled by daybreak. God will come to its aid. Nations rage, kingdoms topple. At the sound of his thunder, the earth dissolves. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our haven. Come and see what the Lord has done, how he has wrought desolation on the earth. He puts a stop to wars throughout the earth, breaking the bow, snapping the spear, consigning wagons to flames. Desist, realize that I am God. I dominate the nations, I dominate the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our haven. 47. For the leader of the Korahites, a psalm. All you peoples, clap your hands, raise a joyous shout for God, for the Lord Most High is awesome. Great King over all the earth, he subjects people to us, sets nations at our feet. He chose our heritage for us, the pride of Jacob whom he loved. God ascends midst acclamation, the Lord to the blast of the horn. Sing, O sing to God, sing, O sing to our King. For God, King over all the earth, sing a hymn. God reigns over the nations. God is seated on his holy throne. The great of the peoples are gathered together to retinue of Abraham's God. For the guardians of the earth belong to God, he is greatly exalted. 48. A song, a psalm of the Korahites. The Lord is great and much acclaimed in the city of our God, his holy mountain, fair-crested joy of all the earth, Mount Zion, summit of Zaphon, city of the great king. Through its citadels, God has made himself known as a haven. See, the kings joined forces. They advanced together. At the mere sight of it, they were stunned. They were terrified. They panicked. They were seized They were seized there with a trembling, like a woman in the throes of labor. Whoa. At the Tarshish fleet was wrecked in an easterly gale, the likes of what we heard we have now witnessed in the city of the Lord of hosts, in the city of our God. May God preserve it forever. In your temple, God, we meditate upon your faithful care. The praise of you, God, like your name, reaches to the ends of the earth. Your right hand is filled with beneficence. Let Mount Zion rejoice. Let the town of Judah exult. Because of your judgments, walk around Zion, circle it, count its towers, take note of its ramparts, go through its citadels, that you may recount it to a future age. For God, he is our God forever. He will lead us evermore. 49. For the leader of the Korahites, a psalm. Hear this, all you peoples, give ear, all inhabitants of the world, men of all estates, rich and poor alike. My mouth utters wisdom. My speech is full of insight. I will turn my attention to a theme, set forth my lesson to the music of a lyre. In time of trouble, why should I fear the encompassing evil of those who would supplant me? Men who trust in their riches, who glory in their great wealth. It cannot redeem a man, or pay his ransom to God. The price of life is too high, and so one ceases to be forever. Shall he live eternally, and never see the grave? For one sees that the wise die, that the foolish and ignorant both perish, leaving their wealth to others. Their grave is their eternal home, the dwelling place for all generations of those once famous on earth. Man does not abide in honor. He is like the beasts that perish. Such is the fate of those who are self-confident, and the end of those pleased with their own talk. Sheep-like they head for Sheol, with death as their shepherd. The upright shall rule over them at daybreak, and their form shall waste away in Sheol till its nobility be gone. But God will redeem my life from the clutches of Sheol, for he will take me. Do not be afraid when a man becomes rich, when his household goods increase, for when he dies he can take none of it along. His goods cannot follow him down. Though he congratulates himself in his lifetime, they must admit that you did well by yourself. Yet he must join the company of his ancestors who will never see daylight again. Man does not understand honor. He is like the beasts that perish. 50. A Psalm of Asaph. God, the Lord God, spoke and summoned the world from east to west. From Zion, perfect in beauty, God appeared. Let our God come and not fail to act. Devouring fire preceded him. It stormed around him fiercely. He summoned the heavens above and the earth for the trial of his people. Bring in my devotees who made a covenant with me over sacrifice. Then the heavens proclaimed his righteousness, for he is a God who judges. Pay heed, my people, and I will speak, O Israel, and I will arraign you. I am God, your God. I censure you not for your sacrifices, and not for your burnt offerings made to me daily. I claim no bull from your estate, no he-goats from your pens. For mine is every animal of the forest, the beasts on 1,000 mountains. I know every bird of the mountains. The creatures of the field are subject to me. Were I hungry, I would not tell you, for mine is the world and all it holds. Do I eat the flesh of bulls or drink the blood of he-goats? Sacrifice a thank offering to God and pay your vows to the Most High. Call upon me in your time of trouble. I will rescue you, and you shall honor me. And to the wicked, God said, Who are you to recite my laws and mouth the terms of my covenant? Seeing that you spurn my discipline and brush my words aside. When you see a thief, you fall in with him and throw in your lot with adulterers. You devote your mouth to evil and yoke your tongue to deceit. You are busy maligning your brother, defaming the son of your mother. If I failed to act when you did these things, you would fancy that I was like you. So I censure you and confront you with charges. Mark this, you who are unmindful of God, lest I tear you apart and no one save you. He who sacrifices a thank offering honors me, and to him who improves his way, I will show the salvation of God. 51. For the leader, a psalm of David, when Nathan the prophet came to him after he had come to Bathsheba. Look, if I pronounce anything wrong, just go ahead and let me know in the comments. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of things, but I would like to know so that I don't sound like a fool. Not that it's a bad thing if you don't know stuff. It's totally fine. 51. 51. Have mercy upon me, O God, as befits your faithfulness. In keeping with your abundant compassion, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly of my iniquity, and purify me of my sins. For I recognize my transgressions, and am ever conscious of my sin. Against you alone have I sinned, and done what is evil in your sight. So you are just in your sentence, and right in your judgment. Indeed, I was born with iniquity. With sin my mother conceived me. Indeed, you desire truth about that which is hidden. Teach me wisdom about secret things. Purge me with hyssop till I am pure. Wash me till I am whiter than snow. Let me hear tidings of joy and gladness. Let the bones you have crushed exult. Hide your face from my sins. Blot out all my iniquities. Fashion a pure heart for me, O God. Create in me a steadfast spirit. Do not cast me out of your presence, or take your Holy Spirit away from me. Let me again rejoice in your help. Let a vigorous spirit sustain me. I will teach transgressors your ways, that sinners may return to you. Save me from blood guilt, O God. O God, God my deliverer, that I may sing forth your beneficence. O Lord, open my lips, and let my mouth declare your praise. You do not want me to bring sacrifices. You do not desire burnt offerings. True sacrifice to God is a contrite spirit. God, you will not despise a contrite and crushed heart. May it please you to make Zion prosper, rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. Then you will want sacrifices offered in righteousness, burnt and whole offerings. Then bulls will be offered on your altar. And we have a little doggy with us now. She really wanted it. Let's keep going. I think I'm going to try and get to 10 today. So we'll read through 44. How long is 44? Not long at all. I can totally get through 44. 52. For the leader, a maskil of David, when Doeg the Edomite came and informed Saul, telling him, David came to Ahimelech's house. Why do you boast for your evil, brave fellow? God's faithfulness never ceases. Your tongue devises mischief. Like a sharpened razor that works treacherously, you prefer evil to good, the lie to speaking truthfully. You love all pernicious words, treacherous speech. So God will tear you down for no good, will break you and pluck you from your tent, and root you out of the land of the living. The righteous, seeing it, will be awestruck, and they will be jibe at him, saying, Here was a fellow who did not make God his refuge, but trusted in his great wealth, relied upon his mischief. But I am like a thriving olive tree in God's house. I trust in my faithfulness of God forever and ever. I praise you forever, for you have acted. I declare that your name is good in the presence of your faithful ones. 53. For the leader, on Mahalath, a maskil of David. The benighted man thinks God does not care. Man's wrongdoings is corrupt and loathsome. No one does good. God looks down from heaven on mankind to find a man of understanding, a man mindful of God. Everyone is dross, altogether foul. There is none who does good, not even one. Are they so witless, those evildoers, who devour my people as they devour food and do not invoke God? There they will be seized with fright. Never was there such a fright, for God has scattered the bones of your besiegers. You have put them to shame, for God has rejected them. Oh, that the deliverance of Israel might come from Zion. When God restores the fortunes of his people, Jacob will exalt, Israel will rejoice. 54. For the leader with instrumental music, a maskil of David, for when the Ziphites came and told Saul, No, David is in hiding among us. O God, deliver me by your name, by your power vindicate me. O God, hear my prayer, give ear to the words of my mouth. For strangers have risen against me, and ruthless men seek my life. They are unmindful of God. See, God is my helper, the Lord is my support. He will repay the evil of my watchful foes. By your faithfulness, destroy them. Then I will offer you a free will sacrifice. I will praise your name, Lord, for it is good, for it has saved me from my foes, and let me gaze triumphant upon my enemies. And that's what I'm going to do today. Sorry, I look so frazzled. That's because I am, because it's the holidays and we have like so many things going on right now. Sorry I'm so behind, but you know, it happens. I knew this was gonna be difficult, especially around the holidays, and it's true, I was right, it is pretty difficult, so. But I'm still getting this done. Definitely. See you in the next one, hopefully tomorrow. I really need to stay consistent from here on out, but I keep saying that anyway. I keep saying that and it's not happening, so we'll see what happens. I mean, really, I have you guys on the edge of your seats, so that's a good thing, I guess. Anyway, see ya in the next one, whenever that will be.